Hello, I am Sarah, and this is my audience. We have somebody on that phone, and we have two people on this phone. So technically, we have seven people here. My speech today is on Roe versus Wade and some of the consequences and challenges that we are facing right now. Roe versus Wade was from 1973, and it basically stated that women were able to have abortions if they needed it. They were able to make the decision themselves. But in July of 2022, Roe versus Wade was overturned. And so that made it to where it opened the doors for individual states to choose whether or not they wanted to enforce a ban on abortions and not make abortions illegal. So I'm curious if the mass amount of people know exactly what an abortion is or what a DNC is, because whenever someone has an abortion, they have a DNC. And a DNC is, by technical terms, when, what is it? Dang it. Oh, it's a dilation and curettage when a doctor opens up the cervix and removes the contents of the uterus. This is a procedure, but is this procedure still an abortion if there is no life living in the uterus, right? So it can be used, it's kind of makes it open, makes it like an open term. So I'm not sure the amount of people. So I don't. Do the mass of people understand that pregnancy is so individualized? It's so unique to every individual person that making a blanket term or a blanket ban on something so incredibly personal, it just doesn't really make sense. So laws won't have sympathy for maybe a rape victim or maybe even an underage rape victim that is now pregnant and has to, like, if she's not able to get help with her situation, then she will be forced to possibly continue a pregnancy that might not even be viable, that could hurt her both physically and mentally, emotionally. I mean, the idea that you would be forced to continue with something that literally will destroy your life in multiple ways is traumatic. It's very traumatic. The year is 2024. I think individuals should have the choice over their own bodies. I mean, people are literally changing who they want to be every day. So I think we need to fight. I think people as a mass, we need to fight for the moms, right? So let's say we have a mom. Let's say we have a lady that already has a mom. Come on in. We have a bonus audience. Let's say we have a person that's already a mom and she has children at home. This mom is pregnant with her third baby. Let's say that this mom is pregnant with her third child, but there's complications and what'd you say? What'd you say?
She came in and said hi.
Aw, that's mean. So let's say that a mom already has two or three kids at home and she's pregnant again, and something happens, there's complications, and she's having a miscarriage.
Right.
Okay. Sometimes women are able to pass a miscarriage on their own without help. A lot of times there are complications even with the miscarriage where, like, let's say in this case, there's a blood clot that gets stuck in the cervix and the uterus is just ballooning with blood. It's just filling up with blood and there's no stopping it. It's just continue until it is so full that it is just overflow of blood, and it's very scary. That could be very traumatic for the mom. And if she doesn't have help to stop that bleeding, what is going to happen to the children at home?
Right.
You know what I mean? Like those children are going to wake up in the morning, their mom isn't going to be there, and they're going to be devastated. They're going to be terrified and devastated, and they're just not going to. They're not going to know what to do. So, I encourage people to look beyond their personal feelings and realize that something it's a subject this personal, with individualized. This subject really should not. I should not be able to make up your choice. I should not be able to tell you what to do. You should be able to have your rights to be able to choose what you want to do. And just because you don't believe that she should do it, it's not your choice, right?
Right.
Like you cannot tell somebody what their favorite color is, right? You can't tell somebody it's just too personal. So that is my speech on my policies. Oh, and as a like a policy for the whole Roe versus Wade thing, I think there should be a policy put in place that there should be no bullying or mistreatment of people for whatever they choose.
Right.
I feel like there should be more. I don't feel like people who collectively get in front of those abortion buildings and are for badgering people. Like I don't understand. You're not really helping anybody, right? That could how many of those women are there because they medically they could be dying if they don't get help, right? I mean, or maybe they're just looking for resources on information about other stuff. You know what I mean? There could be a bunch of different ways. We should just be nicer to each other. So that was my speech, and I appreciate you all for coming to my bedroom. Thank you.